What's up, guys? Like now, you've probably heard the big news. GTA 6 pre-orders officially begin on June 25th. We've got the cover art, the new website, a completely new Rockstar theme, and even a tiny glimpse of brand new footage. But here's the thing. Most people looked at all of that for maybe 10 seconds, then moved on. Meanwhile, Rockstar was quietly hiding details everywhere. Details that could reveal new gameplay mechanics, story clues, possible betrayals, and even hints about what might happen on June 25th. Today we're breaking down everything, the hidden details, the theories, and the things most people completely missed. Trust me, by the end of this video, you're never going to look at GTA 6's cover art the same way again. Let's get into it. So first, we need to talk about the controversy, because GTA fans somehow managed to start a debate over the sky. Recently, people discovered a short clip on Rockstar's official website showing Vice City at night, and almost immediately, the complaint started. Some people said the clouds looked missing. Others claimed the sky looked flat. A few even started saying Rockstar might have downgraded the graphics. And honestly, I understand why people reacted that way. At first glance, the footage doesn't look as impressive as Trailer 2. But here's the part nobody talks about. That clip wasn't created to show off graphics. It's a website background video, a heavily compressed one. Rockstar isn't uploading a 4K showcase to their homepage. They're uploading a lightweight version that loads instantly for millions of visitors. That's a huge difference. And then there's the cloud argument. Guys, weather exists. Not every night has dramatic storm clouds. Not every sunset looks identical. Sometimes the sky is just clear. That's not bad graphics, that's weather. Personally, I think people are judging a compressed website clip way too early. Wait until we see the same area in actual gameplay. Wait until we see it in 4K, then judge it. Because right now, we're basically analyzing a low-quality website video like it's the finished game, and that's probably not fair. Now here's something that genuinely caught my attention. Go back to that same website footage and watch the sky again, not for the clouds, for the aircraft, because there are planes everywhere. Helicopters too. I counted around 5 different aircraft visible during the clip, and right before it ends, another helicopter enters the frame. Now think about that for a second. That's a lot of air traffic, especially for a game we've barely seen. And it raises a very interesting question. Why would Rockstar show so many aircraft if there's only one airport? We've already seen planes appear in trailers, screenshots, artwork, and now website footage, again and again and again. At this point, it feels intentional. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 has multiple airports. Not one, maybe 2, possibly even 3. And considering how much larger Leonida appears to be compared to previous GTA maps, it actually makes sense. More cities, more airports, more air traffic, and hopefully, more reasons to actually use planes. Because let's be honest, most GTA players barely touched airports after finishing the story. But GTA 6? That might finally change. Now let's move over to the cover art. Because Rockstar might have hidden a gameplay clue in plain sight, look closely at Raul Batista. Notice anything? It's not the gun, it's the sling. A weapon sling is clearly visible. And that might not sound important, but for GTA fans, it actually is. Because throughout all the trailers, all the screenshots, and all the artwork we've seen so far, we've seen guns. Lots of guns. But weapon slings? Almost never. And that's interesting, because leaked gameplay suggests Rockstar is moving toward a more realistic weapon system. Instead of carrying an entire gun store on your back, players may be limited to only a few weapons at a time, 2 larger weapons, and maybe a sidearm. Much more grounded, much more realistic. So seeing that sling on Raul could be Rockstar's subtle way of reinforcing that idea. A tiny detail, but if true, it tells us a lot about how GTA 6 might actually play. Now let's talk about Raul Batista, because the more I look at this guy, the more he reminds me of someone. Vance. Seriously, go compare them. The clothing style, the overall vibe, even parts of the facial structure. It's not identical, but the similarities are definitely there. And if you've played Vice City, you already know why that's interesting. Because Vance didn't exactly stay loyal forever, which raises a crazy possibility. Could Rockstar be setting up another betrayal? Could Raul become GTA 6's version of Vance? Now personally, I'm not fully convinced, because honestly, that feels almost too obvious, and Rockstar usually likes surprising people. But here's the thing. Rockstar loves callbacks, especially in GTA 6. Vice City references are everywhere, so even if Raul doesn't betray us, I wouldn't be shocked if Rockstar intentionally designed him to remind longtime fans of Lance. Either way, he's definitely a character worth paying attention to. Here's something most people completely missed. One specific heist keeps showing up, over and over and over again. First it appeared on the website, then it appeared in Trailer 2, and now it's on the official cover art. At this point, that's not an accident, because Rockstar doesn't randomly repeat scenes across multiple marketing campaigns. Every image is chosen carefully. Every frame is chosen carefully, which means this heist probably matters. A lot. Maybe it's one of the biggest missions in the game. Maybe it's tied directly to Jason and Lucia's story. Or maybe one of the people involved ends up becoming far more important than we currently realize. Whatever the reason, Rockstar keeps bringing us back to it. And that's usually a sign that we should be paying attention. Now let's talk about the cover girl, because every GTA generation has one. Vice City had one, Liberty City Stories had one, Vice City Stories had one, GTA 5 had the famous Bikini Girl, and now GTA 6 has its own. But here's the detail almost nobody noticed. Look at the drink can she's holding. You can clearly see the letters TH, and that's actually a parody of White Claw, a real-world beverage brand. Now here's where things get crazy. The designer responsible for that parody branding reportedly revealed that they worked with Rockstar between 2016 and 2020. Think about that. That means Rockstar was planning some of this branding years before most people even knew GTA 6 existed. Years. That's how far ahead Rockstar works. But there's another detail. The cover girl and Draquan Priest appear to be wearing jerseys from the same basketball team. And that becomes very interesting when you remember something. We've already seen evidence of playable basketball, so could this team actually matter to the story? Maybe, maybe not. But Rockstar rarely repeats visual details for no reason, and that's exactly why people keep finding new secrets every time they look at this artwork. Rockstar absolutely loves callbacks, and the GTA 6 cover art proves it. Look closely at the yellow sports car. If it looks familiar, that's because it should. It's a direct callback to the iconic yellow car from the original Vice City cover art. Over 20 years later, Rockstar brought it back, and honestly, it's one of my favorite details in the entire artwork. But that's not all. Look at the helicopter. At first glance, it just looks like another helicopter, but zoom in. It actually appears that Jason himself is piloting it. And attached to that helicopter, a minigun, the same weapon we saw being used during Trailer 2's swamp sequence. Then there's the motorcycle, another Vice City callback. The bike occupies almost the exact same position as the motorcycle from the original Vice City artwork. It's a tiny detail, but when you add everything together, the helicopter, the bike, the sports car, it becomes obvious. Rockstar isn't just making GTA 6, they're paying tribute to Vice City. Now here's a detail that's incredibly easy to miss. There's a piece of artwork showing Jason and Lucia together. Most people looked at it for 2 seconds and moved on, but look closer. Specifically at Lucia's arm. There's a scar, a noticeable one, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now maybe it's nothing, maybe it's simply part of her character design, but this is Rockstar, and Rockstar usually doesn't add details like this without a reason. Could it be connected to her past? A prison injury? A story event? Right now, we don't know, but it's definitely intentional, and it's another example of Rockstar hiding details in plain sight. Now let's talk about what might be the biggest clue of all. June 25th. Most people are treating June 25th as a pre-order date, and technically, that's correct. But I think it might be much bigger than that, because Rockstar recently made a change that almost nobody is talking about. Trailer 2 is no longer pinned. Not on the website, not on YouTube. Now ask yourself something. Why remove Trailer 2 from the spotlight? Why do that right before pre-orders begin? Because something newer might be coming. Something Rockstar wants people focusing on instead. A new trailer. A gameplay showcase, new screenshots, new artwork, something. And honestly, the timing lines up perfectly. June 25th isn't just another random day anymore. It's become one of the most important dates on the GTA 6 calendar. If I had to guess, I think Rockstar has something planned, and I don't think we're waiting very long to find out. Finally, let's talk about one of the strangest GTA 6 debates yet, the Parallax Debate. Some people expired footage from Rockstar's website, and they noticed something. When the camera zooms out, some apartment interiors look flat, almost like simple textures, and immediately, people started worrying. claiming GTA 6 might not have realistic building interiors. But honestly, I think this criticism is way too early. Remember, we're still looking at compressed website footage, not raw gameplay, not a 4K trailer, a website video. And we've already seen evidence suggesting the opposite. Back in trailer 1, there was an elderly man watering his lawn. If you looked through the windows behind him, you could see detailed interiors, real depth, real rooms, real furniture. Everything looked convincing. That's why I don't believe Rockstar suddenly abandoned that technology. It just doesn't make sense. And there's another detail people missed. Even during nighttime scenes, the world feels alive. People playing basketball, people hanging out on rooftops, activity everywhere. That's the part that impressed me, not the windows. The fact that Vice City still feels alive after dark. That's something GTA has never done at this scale before. So those are all the hidden details I found inside GTA 6's cover art and website. The airport theory, Raul's possible Vance connection, the cover girl secret, Lucia's hidden scar, the Vice City callbacks, and of course, the huge June 25th theory. But I'm sure I missed something, so if you spotted a detail I didn't mention, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if enough people find interesting stuff, I'll make a part 2. I'm covering every single GTA 6 detail before anyone else does, so if you don't want to miss what's coming, hit subscribe right now. Because between now and November 19th, there's going to be a lot more GTA 6 news, and we're covering all of it. I'll see you in the next one.